This demo is on the Vegas mask assignment. With this assignment, we continue to draw shapes, but now we will use layers to create an illustration with these shapes. So this is the sample you'll have, and you can see you have a layer that you're tracing. You always keep that locked so you don't accidentally draw on that layer, and you start drawing up here. Anytime you want to make a new layer, you just click on this little plus and it will continue to make layers for you. You can also rename these layers just by clicking on them and naming them. Okay, now I've also supplied you with a student sample, and this is so you can look at this, tear it apart, and understand how we do this. So you can see we have layers here. The layers are named. These eyeballs will hide the layers if you click off. So I'm going to start to hide these so you can see the shapes. So as you can see with Illustrator, we stack shapes on top of other shapes. We also have sublayers in here. Okay. And there's that little black shape. So you can see how that works. So the thing about Illustrator, the key to Illustrator, is we never draw the same line twice. And what that means is if I'm coming in here drawing this red shape, I'm not going to go around these blue shapes, okay? Because then when I come back and draw the blue shapes, it won't be the exact line, and you'll get a space in there, you'll see it. So what we do is instead of going around, we just hide them. So you notice the red shape is hidden underneath the blue shape. You can see it there, see right there. Okay, and if we start to turn these off, so you can see. So you don't worry about anything that you can't see because it's going to be hidden. Okay, point in fact is when we look at these wings or whatever they are here, it doesn't matter what it does when it goes back here because you can't see it. It's going to be hidden. Okay, if we look at this necklace layer, we notice there are sublayers in there. We don't draw around these purple shapes, okay? We just place them on top of it. So what you would do is you draw the gold first, and then you draw these shapes on top. Okay, so I want you to pull this apart and look at it. It'll help you understand how we do this. There's a stacking order in here. Now you can restack layers just by moving them. Okay, of course that's going to mess this up. There's also a stacking order inside your layer, inside your sublayers. So if you want to move something around, you can drag them in there and move them around inside that. Okay, so that is the student sample. I want you to take a look at that. And then you go to the one just called Vegas Mask, and this is where you're going to start. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw these wings, okay, for you to get started. So I'll take my pen tool and I'm going to draw with a black stroke and fill of none. Okay, and I'm just going to start right about here, put an anchor point, and then I'll click and drag. Okay, looking for my caret, lose this guy, go up here, click and drag, looking for the caret. Okay, now I'm going to come all the way to here and see if I can get that curve I'm looking for. Notice I didn't pull a handle out of there because I don't think I need one. Okay, now as I said before, anything in here, it doesn't really matter what it looks like because it's hidden. You're not going to see it. So I can just go across here, okay, and find a point where I want to continue on. So now I'll go to about here and drag. So I'm only worried about what you can see. Now this one over here has a little bit of a bend to it, so on this guy I'm going to option click and throw out a handle. And then I'll go to about here and bend him. And remember, Command will take you back to your direct selection tool and adjust. Okay, we'll lose that handle. I should be able to go down to here, click and drag. And once again, this red could be hidden behind this blue shape, so it really doesn't matter what I do down here. I can just kind of do this. Okay, now all these shapes have a fill but no stroke. Okay, I don't want you to put a black stroke on it. And I don't want you to use the swatches to color it either. What I want you to use is the eyedropper tool. So I will select it. Shortcut key should be I. There's the eyedropper. And all I have to do is click on the red and it drops it in there. Okay? And then if you want, you can drag that new color you've created into your swatch palette. And it'll be saved when you save your document. Okay? So I got that drawn. The next thing I would do is draw this red shape also on the same layer. Okay? And then you're ready to move on. Now, nice thing about layers is we can hide them. So when I want to go and draw the next shape in here, I'll just simply hide the red shape. Okay? And then I can draw my next shape. And you can turn these on and off to as you go to see how you do. Okay? And name them whatever you want, as long as it makes sense to you. And try to keep it under 10 layers. Okay? So that is how to get started on the Vegas mask. Have fun.